Do you like to read? You probably do. At least a certain genre of books. Today I wanted to show you some of the books that have helped me in my journey and spiritual learning, and I still continue to learn and grow from books. But as you're on your journey, I thought it would be fun to share with you things that I like to read and that I use every day. So, we're going to start with my absolute favorite book, The Light Shall Set You Free by Dr. Norma Milanovic. This book literally changed my life. It gave me the encouragement to step into the work that I do now, and it helps inspire me literally every day. It actually is a huge motivator and inspiring tool that I use as I continue the Akashic Almanac. So give it a read. The spiritual laws are explained in this book. Karma, light language, the electromagnetic grid is explained in this book. Kuthumi has a lot of writings and channelings in this book as well. He is an ascended master, so read this book to learn more about him. One book that I also really enjoyed was The Alchemist, and it's a popular book. Some of our United States presidents have been seen reading this book. A lot of celebrities have been seen reading this book. Is it worth all the hype? Yes. So the back cover says, to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. It is a really fun, adventurous book about finding your purpose, finding what you're meant to do in life, and enjoying the process of getting there. So I also highly recommend The Alchemist. Another book that I think you might enjoy is the Magdalene Manuscript, The Alchemies of Horus and the Sex Magic of Isis by Tom Kenyon and Judy Sion. So this book came to me when I was hearing a lot about Mary Magdalene and how her story may be more detailed and maybe different than the portrayed story that we hear, especially from a religious aspect. So I found this book, and Mary Magdalene went to Tom and Judy, this married couple, and she asked them to share her story with the world. And this is how the book came about. So Mary Magdalene has a very interesting journey, how she is truly a goddess, and how she helped Yeshua, who she called Yeshua, who we know now today as Jesus, how she played a very important role in helping him on his journey to becoming, to helping us awaken and bringing Christ consciousness to earth and helping us be more aware of our spiritual path. So it's a very powerful book if you're interested. Highly recommend that one as well. I always keep a dream dictionary. If you ever find yourself wanting to know what that dream was about, or what this symbol meant in the dream, or why was there a hurricane, or whatever happens in your dreams. If you ever want to learn more about, pick up a dream dictionary. You can find them pretty much anywhere. This is the one that I use. I have a couple actually. But for instance, if you have a dream about fire, it says, the portent of this dream varies greatly according to its details and actions, so all aspects should be carefully correlated, but as a general guide. And then it gives you like different ways that you saw the fire and what that means. So a dream dictionary, I always keep that near me. One thing that I will add to this is obviously How to Read the Akashic Records by Dr. Linda Howe, because it literally taught me how to read the Akashic Records. And from this, I've been able to build a business, and I've been able to build a website, and I've been able to get answers for myself through my own Akashic Records on where I need to go and what I need to do next. So this has been such an empowering book, and it changed my life. Another book that I want to talk about is The Autobiography of a Yogi. If you're interested in yoga or meditation, or interested in how yoga came to the West from India, this is a great book to start. It is the life of Yogananda, and he lived many years in the U.S. spreading the teachings of yoga. If you're interested, I highly recommend this book. I also want to recommend Ted Andrews' Enchantment of the Fairy Realm. If you have ever felt a connection with fairies or mystical beings or the elemental kingdom, this is a really fun book for you to read. You're going to love it. You're going to explore the hidden truths of fairy tales and learn about elves and nature spirits and the tree spirits. So this is a really fun book to read. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. I really had to add The Artist's Way in this video because a lot of what I learned by using The Artist's Way and a spiritual path to higher creativity. The reason why it's a spiritual path to higher creativity is because it is literally a week by week process of how you can better express yourself through your creative self-expression. And that is so important right now. We are all learning how to express ourselves through creativity and our own creative strengths, and The Artist's Way helps you do that. One thing that I will highly recommend, specifically the one thing I still use a lot, is morning pages. So waking up and just mind dumping onto your journal or onto a few pages a day can really help you clear the mind and help unblock the throat chakra so that it helps that energy flow and helps you move into more creative self-expression. So The Artist's Way, I have the 25th anniversary edition. It's been around that long for a reason. Also, I feel like, yes, these are all spiritual books, but one thing I wanted to add in is literally the entire Harry Potter series, because Harry Potter helps us see the magic in the mundane. Harry Potter helps us realize that imagination is limitless and we can travel to different worlds through our imagination, and being able to use the imagination in creative ways and expressing it, we can create works like Harry Potter, or we can read works like Harry Potter that are fun at any age, and no matter what age you are, your inner child will be happy to read these books and will have so much fun exploring the world of Harry Potter. So yeah, all the Harry Potter books. One thing that I'm currently reading is the Pleiadian Agenda. So I'm not done reading this book just yet, but I wanted to bring it into this video because it is a beautiful channeling of a Pleiadian being channeled by the author, who is Barbara Handclaw, channeled a Pleiadian being of where we're going, what are we doing as a human race, why do we do what we do, how can we heal, what should we be changing to move forward in a better way, how can we be more in alignment with our spiritual selves as a human race, but also as an individual. And this book is really heavy on astrology and the astrology of the earth, the astrology of the planets and the solar system. So if you love astrology or you want to learn more, the Pleiadian Agenda is a really fun way to start. It's actually funny. I laugh reading this book. It's an older book. It came out, I think, in like the late 80s. So there are some references to things that happened in the 90s and early 2000s in this book that we've, obviously it's 2020, so we've passed a lot of the references in this book, but the information is still really relevant. And my next go-to read after I finish the Pleiadian Agenda is The Four Agreements. This book has been on my list to read for a really long time. I am really excited to read it. I have had so many people recommend it, and I've seen a lot of videos where this book was really inspiring to people, especially on their spiritual path. And yeah, I'm really excited to read it. And it says, reveals the source of self-limiting beliefs that rob us of joy and create needless suffering. That's pretty powerful in itself. So, anyway, these are some books to get you started. Let me know what you think. Please comment. Tell me what's your favorite book, or tell me if there's books that I'm missing out on that I need to read that I don't know about yet.